You guys have asked for it. We are going to give it to you. Hello, welcome to another Warsaw Dynamics video. My name is Jamel, and today I'm going to be showing you some tips and tricks on how to utilize certain features inside of our tool called the External Share for Confluence. So right now, I'm going to simply just go over to our selected user feature, which is probably by far one of my favorite features that I love using this. Um, Being able to share with specific recipients or email specific email address from a domain. Now, the recipient for the following users, um, you can use anyone's email address that you specifically would like to share information with, right? Whether that's a Confluence documentation page like an NDA or sales agreement, maybe some onboarding, maybe even an article about your internal systems, and you want to keep that information secure, or maybe you want to share private information that you do not want to get in the wrong hands of someone else, right? So using the shared only following specific users allows you to share that information with that other person. Now, on one of our earlier videos on the external user guest account, that person that you are sharing the information with has to create a guest account and is will be prompted to that guest account, external user guest account, shortly when they receive the link from you before they can access that. So, for example, if I use John Doe as an example, as a person that I specifically want to share that information with and that documentation page with, I would simply just click save. And then from here, I would go to my copy my URL and let's see if I can then access that. Now, you may be wondering, why does it say access denied? Well, because when you are sharing information with a specific user, that user is the only person that is allowed to have access to that. Now, if I wanted to use my own email address to have access to that, and then just simply just click save. From here, I will go ahead and refresh. And there you go. I now have access to that documentation. Now, same thing goes for the selected users with the email domain feature. If you are working with, maybe a university, or you're working with an automotive company, or maybe you might be working with a load of contractors who you are working with. Let's just say contract supply.com, just for instance. Uh, once you click save and you have that domain already there, you can then go ahead and refresh. And again, because I don't have a contract supply .com domain, I will, unfortunately, because when I'm registered to the external user guest account, it will not give me access because it is tracking the domain. But if I do go back to the selected user feature and I said, okay, I want to have Warsaw Dynamics added on as a domain, and from there, I will just refresh the screen, and there it goes because that external user is tracking my domain, which is warsawdynamics.com. Therefore, it then gives me access to that. So, again, that's some nice tips and tricks on how to utilize the selected user. Specific user or email address for the domain. Now, you can have as many email addresses that you want. You can also have as many email domains as you would like to choose that you're sharing information with. So just be mindful of, if you are sharing information and you also want to have access it, make sure that your email address is in the following user, or make sure that your email domain is associated with the rest of the domain, so that way you can therefore access and collaborate on that on that Confluence documentation page. Thanks again for watching. And if you do have any questions that I can possibly help you out with, you can feel free to reach out to me at jharris@warsawdynamics.com. Thanks again, guys.